What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my video guide series on The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. This is part 9? Yes, part 9. We are just starting off at the Fire Temple. Yeah, that's going to be our main goal here, so let's start off with that. So we should be just outside. We would have done the whole, or yeah, we finished off last episode by doing a bunch of teleports just to get the bugs in this area and plant those beans, which we will use after we finish up with the fire dungeon. I guess also this is the first time this run without the black tunic, so we're doing it, baby. We're rocking the red. Nice. Alright. So the Fire Temple is kind of, it's an interesting dungeon. It comes full circle, I guess I would say. But right away we're going to go in the left door and run into our sworn brother. This guy named his kid after you, man. That's real. Alright, this room is, yeah, basically we have access to the boss room right away, the boss key room anyway. We're going to try and get over into that corner. So just going to work our way across. Hit the switch. Gonna turn this down slightly. Okay, we're gonna free this guy, and he's gonna have a chest behind him, and that's gonna be our first small key. And that's going to be a common theme throughout this whole dungeon. It'll be finding basically prisoner Gorons, and each one's going to have a key or some important item with them. So we'll backtrack out of this room. And we can cross over and unlock this one. And we'll just call this Lava Bridge Room. So when we walk in, we're going to go left first, or we can look, I guess. If you look left, there's a hole up there. There's some jars with, I believe, a fairy up there and some rupees. And then 2 doors. And then on this side of the bridge, we've got another door over there. We're going to start by going left. Over to the Song of Time block side. And this door, you can kind of... Is this a fake door? No, it's not. So that's a real door, never mind. I played myself. We'll get to one though. Go in here, free our friend. And we'll get our next key. Out here, we'll just kind of back up a little bit and then do Song of Time. I hope these videos have been like relatively easy to follow and it doesn't seem like crazy. Like if this isn't your first time through and you're just trying to test out somebody else's route, hopefully it's like actually makes sense and doesn't seem crazy. So we'll just kind of deal with these tiles as they come. Nice. And then we can just deal with this thing again. If this thing gets a hold of you, he will take As Adult Link, he can take your Hylian Shield. He can take any of your Elemental Tunics. So there's GS61. So yeah, like legs, we don't like them at all. So after finishing both doors on that side, go over here and just kind of make your way across the room. It's not the end of the world if you fall in the lava. This won't insta-kill you. And the Fire Tunic does work when it comes to defense, so... but yeah, make it all the way across here. And we can use some bombs, because that's not an obvious spot. And we'll go through here. And we'll grab another key. This dungeon honestly has like, I think there's like 7 keys throughout this whole dungeon. It's a lot. I think it's one of the higher ones. Okay, and then after clearing the right and left side, if you want to, there's that cubby hole on the other side. You can, one of the platforms right in front of it will boost you up to that cubby hole, but I believe it's just a fairy and some like consumables and stuff. So if you really need it, or you're lacking on certain consumables, by all means go for it. We're just gonna swap over real quick. This room's kind of interesting. Basically, this fire jet we can use as a elevator, but we gotta climb up here first. And just kind of like line yourself up close to here, and then just be careful not to fall. You can deal with these guys. Oh, nice. Other side, same thing, is just bats and a heart, but we want this side, and we want to drop this block off, and then jump down onto it. And that's going to boost us all the way up to the top, where we can use our next key. Alright. This next room, essentially we want to get all the way up to the top. We have to just leave this guy, we can't access him from this side, so we will kind of work our way up. These things, I don't know what they're called actually. Torch slugs. You just hit them once, and then they'll run away from you, so they're pretty easy to take down after you hit them once. Oops. We'll leave the crystal switch for now. Just do a rolling jump to get across, and we'll push down this block. And then we can pull this into position. Climb up. Just kind of work our way up to the top here. But get off on this level. And we just want to drop a bomb over the edge and climb up. And doing that will give you enough time to just get out of the reach of the fire. Perfect. And we'll move on to our next room. So we're gonna get kind of a different camera angle here, and there's boulders, big boulders rolling around. I'll make it squished here. We're good. But we're gonna go from that door. We're gonna go right. It's gonna look left, but we're going right. And we're gonna grab this guy. You are free, my brother. perfect. And if you're skipping all the dialogue that these guys are telling you, basically they're your hints throughout the dungeon of kind of what you're trying to do. Let's come in this corner. I don't think there's anything there. No. So come out of this corner. We're gonna work our way over to the other side of the room. Yeah, actually, into this. And that sounds way different when you're hitting a solid wall versus a breakable wall. So we're gonna drop this. And this is gonna give us our gold skull in the bottom of this maze. And then we're going to go past this boulder and into this cubby hole just around the corner and go through this door. For another key. Alright. And now we want to go to find... Oh, there's this locked door. It's just ahead of where we come out of. So use our key. This room you want to be very, very careful in. This is above the bridge room, like the lava bridge room. So if you fall down in this room at all, you're running back up from there. So we're just gonna go here, and we're gonna look up with our arrow and hit that, and that's gonna open up here, and we will finally get our map. And we can go back through here, and then we will go through our locked door. Use the last key we have. And this is just going to be the chasing fire room. So when you jump down, we just keep moving. Ignore that door for now, and just follow the grating all the way to this door. And that's the map chest is actually right there. So this is just the other part of that room that we were already in. And this will take us out on the other side of the boulder room, or the second floor of the boulder rolling room. There's a few things we're gonna do. First, we're gonna go across here, get rid of this slug. Bomb here. And drop down. You can climb down. I wouldn't throw yourself down, but if you want to join me in pain, do so. And this is that guy we passed earlier that we were unable to get. Grab another key. And we will climb our asses all the way back up. Watch out for this slug. When you get to the top, it can be a bit of a pain. Alright, with the slug down, you want to jump across. Roll jump will really like kind of confirm you'll make it. I don't know if it matters or not, but it just feels safer. With that open, we can cross the room. Again, watch out for this guy. I would just, if you get on this platform, you're gonna have to use it again. I would just get rid of him. Jump across. He like literally hover walks out of here because I don't know like where the hell was he walking, but you know. But there's another key. And now I don't know if this boulder can hit us, but we're gonna jump back over to the door we originally came through. So all the way back over here. Front of this door. And when we stand here, well, she won't do it now, but there we go. Navi will go up there. So this is a scarecrow. So we'll pop that. We will equip our hook shot. It's gonna look like it's not gonna tell you that you can reach, but you can reach. Hook shot across here. Perfect. Oh, I think actually. Oh, maybe not. Okay. So, you can go around here, climb up. Oh, he was up here, okay. Thought we passed him, maybe. And then up here. Through here. And then this room, again, try not to, you really don't want to fall down this. This will take you all the way back down to the bottom. We can grab this, and this is entirely optional. So when you hit this switch, that fire is going to drop down, and there's a chest in there, and that chest has a huge rupee in it. It's 200 bucks. It's not necessary, we don't need it, but it is possible with the hook shot, because it seems pretty hard without the long shot, but we'll do it just because. And that's how you get your huge rupee. I guess it's not like that bad actually. You gotta be quick. Your input's gotta be quick. But with that done, you can go back down. All the way back to the elevator. Make sure you land on the elevator and then jump off straight down. You can also just stay on the elevator, it'll come back down. But now we're back in the boulder maze room. So we can go across. Make sure you don't get hit by him. The door is... Apologies. So when we drop back down, we want to go back into the door with the sketchy walkway. Make it across, back into the chasing fire room. But this time, we will split off from the path and go through the locked door here. Which I don't think you can make it from that side, so I recommend doing this side. And then Link he'll reach. He'll make it happen. Here. Okay. And this is the fire maze room. So all those little poles, basically, they have like firewalls that, as you get close, they shoot up, so it kind of creates a path through these that you need to figure out. We will start by going through the left side, and this is one of those fake doors, so if you strike it with your sword, it'll try to hit you. I always thought they were the funniest little enemies, coolest enemies. Dope. But we're trying to get to that locked door. Just kind of work your way through. There are some fairies available in those jars, but just be aware that fire will shoot out as you get close to this pillar. So you go around here until you get to the door. And then we'll find another friend that we can't help quite yet. And then this is going to take us out on the other side of this fire maze room. But because of these pillars, you can't access it. So, now that we're over here, we will carefully get to the switch. And before switching it, we're just going to figure out the path. So from the switch, we go this way, down, and through. That's it. So press the switch. We'll go around. Roll if you need to. And then we're good. Man, it's tall, man. Come on. Okay, and then we've got a fake door, so we will bomb it. And this will be our mini boss. Now these things are kind of neat. We use our hook shot to pull out the heart, and then you try and get a better hit. Spin attack works. If you like rapidly spin your left toggle stick on whatever controller you're doing, and then press the button, kind of spam it, it'll let you do that. Screw these things, man. Nice. Hey, get away from him. He does explode. Okay, there's our flare dancer. Once this room is complete, we can jump up on top. Perfect. And this is another bomb like switch room essentially. Like, so we can just kind of drop that, get close and ready, and then we have enough time. Perfect. Oh, we are hauling ass through the fire temple, I gotta say. Okay, this next room looks a little bit like that room we got the huge rupee in. Similar idea. You want to be careful as you run up this, because running up this skinny path is what we have to do to get up to that chest. But you can't be slow, so you gotta kind of run with confidence here. I don't think you have to roll, so don't feel pressured to roll. And we're gonna get our Megaton hammer. Perfection. So now we can jump back down to where this room started. We can equip this hammer and are now able to drop things like this. And these are like kind of like totem type totem pole type pieces or whatever. The hammer gets rid of these as well. Watch out for these flaming keys. And then use your hammer to create a staircase. Hammer's sick, man. It's like you get the item and it showcases it in so many different ways right away. We will carefully take a box down. Hopefully none of the bats follow you. And then use our box to... Oh, okay. To hold that down so we can move on. And then another one. And then up here. And another use for these is the rusty switches. And then we can roll jump across. You will make it as long as you're shooting straight. And then Song of Time. Hit this other rusty switch. And that lets us get our... I believe this is the second last friend that we're saving. The last small key, I think, anyway. So go back up using our time block. Out this door. And before we knock that down, we're gonna go left. Around this pillar, or to the right. Like that's where we entered in. So that's like main. We're gonna go right over and there's a door on the side here. It's like the one door we didn't get. Not that it's very useful anymore, it's our compass, but whatever. Alright. So this floor is now done. Whoa, hello boulder. And scoot on back over here. I guess you can do, well, you can do the Song of Time block or you can just climb up here. But we're going to jump on top of this and drop it down. And this is kind of what I meant about like the full circle, because this drops you back down into the boss key door right at the entrance to the temple. But because we now have the hammer, which is that's what we went through this entire temple to get, pretty much, we can go back to this central like start room and clear these to access this door. And then we have a room with enemies. So yeah, clear all the enemies for that room. And then we have another one of these rooms. So, same old, just deal with the tiles. And then deal with him. Careful not to get grabbed. And this will be the last gold skull of the Fire Temple, which we can confirm by our emblem. Perfect. Fire Dancer number 2. Same old. So if you do time it, you can get the like a good jump strike out. Nice. Perfect. So we jump up here after that and pick up bombs. Very random. Use our hammer to hit this rusty switch. And get our boss key. And we'll free him just because. Okay, and then it's just a quick walk back over to the room we met Darunia in, and use our key, and we will take on the Fire Temple boss. Jump across. Jump across. And he's a little bit more like intimidating than he is actually deadly. He's cool though. I just wish he was... I don't know what I wish for him. I wish he was faster maybe. Alright, so he's gonna come up in one of these like whack-a-mole style, and we want to use the hammer, get a hit, and then get a jump strike out. After hitting him once, he's gonna fly up. If you're quick enough, and can hit his head with an arrow, he'll go directly down into the thing again and restart the phase. That's like the quickest way to do it. If you can't get the shot off, you can also do this. Like he'll start flying up. Oh shoot. I'm missing him, and then he starts to do like all kinds of like crazy zigzags to dodge, right? So it's like, okay, we just climb down the side. It's all good. Once you see him going down into one of the holes, you're good to come out. And we'll wait for him to pop. I like the arrow method myself. It's quick. So like 3. Nice. And that's Volvagia. And the Fire Temple complete. 34 minutes, not bad. The mouth is like still moving, I think, when it drops. Yeah. Hell yeah. Alright, it's Heart Container 5. We can hop on out of here. That guy's just been sitting up there the whole game. Alright. Well done getting this far. Let's pick up our fire medallion. He's got so much pride, man. Dourney is like, he's a Chad, dude. Maybe we'll squeeze in the ice cavern too. Okay, as soon as we get out of the fire temple, we're gonna deal with the crater. So we planted the beans. We're gonna ride this plant. We're gonna jump off on this and grab this heart piece. And then just carefully make your way back to the starting position of the plant. Wait for it to come back. Ride it again. But this time we're going over to that ledge. And the easiest way to do that is just to jump off here. And as soon as you go to, like, you can just walk off this edge basically. Link will just grab onto the climbable wall, so you can just work your way down. Climb over and grab the heart piece. And then we'll climb all the way back up. And we will make a quick detour. Now that we have the hammer, we can we can just flat out destroy rocks, which is super awesome. This is kind of bad. Yeah, so don't jump there. Or actually, yeah, if you did end up dying and reset, that's actually perfect. If you didn't, just teleport back here real quick and reset over here. Hook shot to this bridge and make your way across this bridge from this side. This time we can clear up with 2 swings. We can clear up that way, and then we want to break through into here and have your ocarina equipped. Same old song and dance. And she's gonna give us double magic. Basically, we get our magic like capped out. So it's very nice. We're gonna get elemental arrows here soon, so we don't really use too much magic quite yet, but we will. And then we can leave out here. Hell yeah. We're starting to get stacked. We're not even at the water temple, and we're feeling stacked. We got weaponry. We can handle ourselves. So let's climb up here. And we will exit out this way. And you'll remember this as the summit of the trail. And this is Big Ron. So he's had a bad day. His eyes are all... he's got shit in him. So we're gonna show him our broken Big Ron sword. And he's gonna want to fix it for us. But we don't... or we need to make eye drops for him. So for right now, we're just gonna trade the sword for the prescription. And actually, it doesn't matter right now. And then we're gonna jump down. I mean, I'm gonna jump down, but... and break this rock. that. We're gonna make it nighttime first. Then behind that rock that we destroyed is gonna be one. And we can continue down the mountain. Yeah, he's having a bad time, as you can tell. Once you kind of see, like, over here, you can just jump down. I take so much fall damage. So funny. And then when you're at the entrance to Goron City, you can go over to where we would originally have thrown the bomb down. And use the hammer here as well. And that's number 67. This is also the shortcut I was talking about also earlier, that you can backflip down and grab this heart piece without having to use the bean sprout, but we did it the legit way, because why not? Okay, and we're only at 40 minutes, so I'm gonna push through and try and do Zora's River as well as the Ice Cavern. This might be like an hour-long video, but I'd rather segment it out like this and have each one start at a dungeon. Alright. So we're gonna leave Kakariko. Also, if you want to, you can switch back to tunic. It literally does not matter. You can wear whatever color you'd like. I'm going back, you know. Death is edgy, so we're gonna play the part. Yeah. So we're just gonna go. Here, use this little hill to get us where we need to go. And just before you enter Zora's River, change it to night. Because there's a few gold skulls we need to get now that we have the hook shot as adult on the way to Zora's Fountain. But because we planted beans earlier as a child, this is significantly easier. You can just run right up onto it. And we want to get on top of this jump here. And jump over to this, beside this grotto, and then snipe him. And then we can go back and continue through Zora's River normally. Oh, that was not good. At least Adult Link is tall enough, he can just kind of walk through the water. Alright. And then we keep going, it'll start to snow. And then when you get just past this bridge, you want to climb up on this, hook shot, and look up. And it's going to look like it's out of range, but you can get it. And that's number 69. Perfect. We can jump over, and we get in exactly the same as we did the first time, which is just with Zelda's Lullaby. Like my feet were stuck on the ground there. That was so weird. Oh, he was just like bending his knees weird. Okay, and then upon arriving in Zora's domain, it's been frozen over. So, the only thing we can do, because the shop has this red ice on it as well. This red ice can only be melted by blue fire, and we don't have access to that quite yet. So we're just going to move on. Find a frozen King Zora, and make a quick stop over to where we were playing the waterfall rupee diving game. And just kind of edge your way over, try not to fall off. And then hook shot over for number 70. With him in the bag, we can go back up. And we can pass. Yeah, this is going to end up being a little bit of a longer video, but I'd rather get all this done in one go and keep it as one segment. We will head over to Jabu's pool, which unfortunately Homeboy is no longer around. I don't know where he went, but we'll jump down onto these ice things, and these things tip very awkwardly, so just take your time. You do slide a fair bit. Let's just kind of ease your way through it. Over to this heart piece. If you want to, use your bow, take out these guys. Probably makes it easier. I'm stubborn, so just gonna brute force it. Go back across. Back across. I find like the roll jump to be very valuable on these platforms. Just gives you so much momentum. And then after crossing all of those platforms, we will get to this door, or this like cavern entrance, and we will enter the ice cavern. This is like a little pseudo dungeon. Kind of like we're gonna unlock the means to get into the water, to get into the water temple. Yes, to get into the water temple through this dungeon. Jesus, I don't know why that was so hard to say. This room. Just hit these guys, and just be careful. After a while, they will do that. 3 hits. Just drop them. Oh. Just keep an eye out for this guy. Oh, there he is. After defeating all of them, we can move on forward. Okay, we get the spinning blade room. So you kind of want to be quick. Just grab all the rupees that are in the blade's path, and then tuck yourself over on this rupee against the wall, and you can grab this gold skull. And then when the timing's right, you can run up here, jump up, and then jump off to grab that rupee when it's safe. Sometimes you're just gonna get hit sometimes, unfortunately, in this room. But then we can move forward. These guys you can just ignore. Push through to the next room. It's going to be this big ice room. There's going to be dudes everywhere, that little super speed thing, and then some ice keys. And they hit pretty hard, so I would suggest kind of sniping them. And then dealing with these guys. Thank you for the hearts game. You can jump across, Deal with this guy. And then we now have access to blue fire. We are going to fill up just 2. Or just 1. You use 1 here. And I believe this is the map. Okay. Now, before we leave this room, we're gonna grab 2 more blue fires. We're not gonna get that pot. It doesn't matter. If you want to do it, go for it. But I think it's just a heart or it's a rupee. So we're just gonna grab 2 fires and then head on out of this room back to the spinning blade room. And we're gonna use blue fire on both of the entryway, the side entries. Let's go down this one first. There's gonna be some peace here. Oh, okay. Oh, we'll just use our fire, get rid of this ice because it's in the way. This will be our compass. We'll grab more blue fire. And grab this heart piece. And we need hook shot for this. Puts us at 15. $72. We're gonna leave this room with 2 fires again. And go through the other frozen door in the blade room. There we go. Cross through this little tunnel. And we're going to come into this sliding block puzzle room. So we'll get rid of all the keys. And then we'll grab our gold skull. Okay, and the goal here is to get all the rupees. So the first one we can get right away. Get this one right away. We can push to here. And get this one. Oops. And then push over to this one and grab that. Oof, careful on that ice. Push it over this way. And it's a bit of an awkward jump. But I'm fairly certain we can make this jump instead of having to do it. Yep. So we'll grab this rupee. And then to reset this, we can just push it off the edge. It'll slide down into like the void, and then it'll come back up here. No. We are trying to go this way, I believe. And we will grab fire while we're here. Jump over here. Grab 2 fire. And then push it over 1 more. Over to here 1 more. And over to here. Again, this is just like a bit of an awkward jump, but totally doable. Up here, we're gonna watch out for these guys. What are these even called? Freezards. Watch out for the freezards. Nice. Walk up here. Make sure you. I think if you just hit one of these ices, you can totally get through. But I would just like kind of barrel stuff it. Make sure you hit them all. And then we'll go through this door. And we will fight what is the easiest mini-boss of the century. We're not gonna talk about it. We're just gonna get our iron boots. And then we're going to get a cutscene. We're going to earn our 3rd teleport song, which actually teleports us right to where that giant tree is in Lake Hylia. It's out above the lake. And then I guess like the idea of this is that you go through the ice cavern and you find out Zora's domain is frozen. You know, the lake is in a drought, all that stuff. So then she gives you the song, and then you can just teleport over and drop in. But that's not what we're gonna do, because we got other plans. I gotta say, so my favorite part of this game, and specifically this game, holds a close part in my heart, but just Zelda in general, man, is the music. Damn. It just hits different. Okay, so we're not teleporting right away. We are going to jump in the water here and equip our iron boots from the menu. Go through this door and unequip them. And then this is the starting room of the ice cavern. So you can exit through the south end here. And this is going to take us back out to Lord Jabu's pool. As soon as we exit out here, jump into the water and equip your iron boots. Sink all the way to the bottom. Be quick. Well, not really quick. We have a lot of hearts at this point, so just run down to the very middle, grab our heart piece, and you can unequip the boots. And we will just patiently wait to resurface. I gotta go around the other end. Alright. Now, we did only leave the ice cavern with one blue fire. It's not the end of the world. Like, the only purpose to get into the Zora shop, in my opinion, is to buy the Zora tunic. It's 300 bucks. There's nothing else in there that they sell that's crazy, but it costs you a blue fire to get in there. If you just use a blue fire on King Zora instead, because we need him for a quest anyways, once you unfreeze him, you can talk to him. And as a thank you, he will give us a Zora tunic for free. So, although you can buy each of the elemental tunics, there's really no reason to when you can, through questing, you can just get them for free. Okay, with the tunic acquired, we're going to grab our prescription and show it to the King Zora. And this is another time delivery quest. So these eyeball frogs are going to expire in 3 minutes. We need to haul ass. So run down and exit Zora River and follow the river all the way back to Hyrule Field. Do not warp. If you warp to get to Lake Hylia to deliver this, your clock timer will get reduced to 1 second and it'll just end. You'll have to restart the whole process. So we're just going to run down the river. All the way to the end. And you don't technically have to do the Bigoron sword quest at all, even, but I do it as early as we do it because I like to have the Bigoron sword to fight Morpha, which is the final boss of the Water Temple dungeon, which is next, because he's an asshole, and I like for him to die very quickly, so we don't have to stay in that fight, because that fight can get you killed real quick, and I'm on double damage, so once you get to Hyrule Field, cross over here, and then call Epona. And then use Epona to reach Lake Hylia in the south within the minute 40 that's left or so. Just gonna make our way. You should have more than enough time. Like you'll be under a minute for sure, but you should be able to get there, no problem. Fences. And we will show up at the lab. We can just roll right up to the lab. We'll leave Epona here because we're going to need her. Go into the lab and show the gentleman in here the eyeball frog. Oops. There we go. And this is another time sequence. This one's a little bit longer just because we have a bit more distance to go. But we're going to take the eye drops, hop on Epona, and we're going to trek all the way back across the field to Kakariko, and then start making the journey up Death Mountain to get to Bigoron. Ooh, 3 bombs from the bush there. That's a lucky find. Damn. Yeah, and I don't think I need notes now because it's just sequence. The benefit of having the Bigoron sword as early as this is too is from now on, if you feel like it, I'll still probably be using the Master Sword for the most part, but the Bigoron sword actually does double damage than that of the Master Sword, so it's quite the weapon we're gonna have going forward. It's not bad. We made it from Lake Hylia to outside Kakariko in just over a minute. run. The bean plant in Death Mountain Trail is going to be very valuable for us. It gets you up about 50% of the way up. Up here. We're just about at half of our time used. Squeeze by this rock. And then hop on this flower. We'll ride it as far as it'll take us. Just gonna be up here. Very useful. I mean, that probably saves like a good 25 seconds, man, at minimum, if not more. Get up close here, and then we'll snipe these guys. And then a nice little, climb up to Biggeron, and that's going to be the end of the trading sequence. And another one of our side quests complete. It's okay, big guy. There you go. I love this cutscene. And it's feeling like $1,000,000. Alright, then he's gonna give us the claim check. Now we need to use the Sun Song. So, first of all, just in case, enter the crater and just leave the crater. And now use the Sun Song 6 times. Because we need to wait 3 full days and nights. So there's 1. Two more. I love how he's fully sleeping this whole time. He's not actually doing anything, but he's gonna miraculously fix our sword. And one more time. Okay, and then once it turns to day, give him our claim check, and accept the Biggeron sword, which will not break, unlike the Giant's Knife, which we didn't even get the Giant's Knife. Technically, your clue to this quest originally is to go buy a very, very overpriced two-handed sword that breaks after like 5 hits, and so you feel really gypped. And then you find out that he's like the weaker craftsman and this is the true guy, so then you go through the sequence of getting the better one. So the claim check is useless now. That's fine. You can equip the Biggeron sword from here. Yeah. So now we're going to use, from here, we're going to use the Serenade of Water. So that's A, down, right, left. Teleport us all the way back to Lake Hylia. We're killing it. Alright. And you can run straight ahead off into what water is left in between these posts, and then pop on the boots. Oh, and equip your hook shot, sorry. Once you reach the bottom, use your hook shot to pull this thing out. I still don't understand what it is. It floats up to the surface too. It stays there forever after you do this. And just like, I guess it's like a key, like a Zora key. But then we can enter here, and this is the water temple. So we'll just situate ourselves right here. Save it up, and that's where we'll call it. So thank you guys for anybody who watched. I hope it helped one of you, any of you, anybody. If you want to see more, if you liked what you saw, shoot a comment, like, subscribe, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one.